left hand. This is the intro, and also you can also use this in outro. And sit with this until this becomes really comfortable. Okay, so you just really just sit with that until it gets in your system, and then the right hand. You can also play this left hand down here. If you wanna upgrade this a little bit, you can go where you slide off that D flat. You can even do a little tremolo over here. That sounds quite cool. And then the icing on the cake that we spoke about is to put that G in. Where the G, that pinky is just kind of holding the G, it's throwing the G in on every beat. It takes a little bit of finger gymnastics, but everything comes with practice. So that's an intro and an outro, right? That's how you would start the tune. That's how you would vamp. If you would say to the band, okay, we're gonna do all blues. Cool, and the piano player can even start it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, when it comes to playing the melody, 1, 2, 3, and then it goes to so this option A is to keep that left hand going, and when you play the melody, it will sound like this. D7, E flat 7, D flat 7. That's option A. Option B is this is the simpler approach. It's just to put that left hand 1/7 in there. And then it goes to either G flat minor, so it's nice. It goes from the major, that G major, so it changes that mood, that tonality, and then it goes back to, and it's got kind of a bluesy flavor to it, as much as you want to inject, and then. So going back to the second option, you can also just simplify things and play a 1/7 in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, space underneath here with the right hand, you can always make things more interesting by adding in some It is a little bit monotonous with doing the left hand like that, right? The other option that you have, again, this is now further icing on another cake. also put the Ariel Pro on, right, and have a bass player playing with you, in which case this would make a lot more sense. I would push to do this. Then you're self-sufficient. See how that goes. It's going to take a lot of brain left and right sort of cohesion, which comes with time. But again, frustration, and then lots of reward if you want to push through that.
Yeah.
What else to say about this tune? I just like adding in that sharp 11, sharp 9 on the D7 chord, and then that all goes up chromatically to the E flat. Everything goes up chromatically, all your fingers, and you can either come down again or you can keep that note at the top. The last thing to say about this is that when it goes to that bar, I think it's bar 5. I'm not sure which bar it is. So we're still in G here, in G7, and then I said the one option you have is to go to G minor 7. You can also go to C7 over there, which would sound like this. So that's the other option. That's quite cool, and sometimes I do that when playing. Sometimes I go to the G minor, and then sometimes I go to the C7. Because the C7 means that you really are changing that bass, and it also creates a major option instead of going to the G minor. So the G minor is a slightly darker path to go. The C7 gives you a more bluesy major flavor to it. So and if you want to do that, and you're keeping this, you would just change it to the C. Because we're in G7, you can kind of get away with a lot, just trusting all the white notes.
Yeah.
So see, I've got fourths there, fourth, and then I'm just sort of blindly going up to the next available white notes. Now I'm kind of just making up shapes. But it all sounds good, right?
Yeah.
This is where I kind of give you permission and free rein to just play around with the white notes. C7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now I've got a chord where I'm using a fourth and a third. Again, it all works. You can also do melodic patterns just using the white notes. herewith endeth the video.